recently there's been a lot of talk about gun laws and violence and school shootings, and I'm not gonna go into the background of all of that. I think by now everyone knows what's going on in America. And I'm not American. I don't fully understand the background of all of this. I don't understand the history of gun laws and the Second Amendment and why it's legal to buy guns for basically everyone. But I'm German and I understand my own background and my own history, and we have a history of violence ourselves. And I understand that in my country we had very, very horrible people with weapons, with guns. And I understand that good people try to stop them with weapons and guns. And I understand that though that did work in the end, a lot of innocent people died because of that. A lot of innocent people came into the crossfire of good and bad people with guns. A lot of innocent people didn't have guns, and you could say that that was the problem, that they could have defended themselves. But I don't believe that. I believe that the problem wasn't that there was not enough violence, that there was not enough guns. We had really horrible people who had the power to kill and to hurt, and who had this power not only because of the political situation, but because of weaponry and because of violence in form of guns and other horrible weaponry. And I understand that because of this crossfire of good and bad people with weaponry in World War II, the generation of my granddad is completely traumatized. And I understand that for someone like my granddad and his generation, a world in which you are not afraid must be really weird. And it hurts to think that just on the same planet where all of this already happened in my country, there's now another country that raises a generation that learns to always be afraid. And I admit that I don't have a solution. I wish I could just say ban all weaponry and that's it, but I get that there's some sort of complications. I don't, as I said, I don't understand why it's such a difficult decision whether or not you want a weapon that can kill to be legal. But I understand that there is some sort of reason. I have grown up in a country where every single kid that lives here has heard about war and violence and people dying, and it's either in school where we learn this or it's in our families because they've been part of it. And the thing we always learned with it, or the thing I always learned with it, was to be extremely happy and thankful that all of that is over and that I don't have to be prepared anymore to fight or to resist or to defend myself, because I wouldn't know how. I don't think I'd have it in me to fight anyone, even if it's to defend myself. And I'm extremely thankful that I hopefully never have to. And it hurts so much to think that people my age, people even younger than myself, do have to think about that and do have to be prepared to do that. I thought we were over this. I thought we were done with violence and hurt and pain and people killing people, because that's what it is. It is people killing people, and I understand that argument, but you have to also understand that people killing people always have something with which they are killing them. They don't just like touch them and wow, no, you're dead. They kill them with something. Whether that's a gun or a concentration camp or knife or a stone, I don't care. Whatever it is with which people are killing people isn't good. Whatever it is that they use as their weapon isn't good. And I had hoped so much that my horrible history, that the horrible history of my country would have been enough for everyone to understand that. I had hoped so much that with all the cruel and traumatizing stories the people of my country had to go through, at least it would have changed something. Today is March the 4th, and I know that a lot of kids and teens will be out on the streets today and will talk about all of this again and again and again until they get their voice heard, and I'm so damn proud of you. Because in my history, a lot of people didn't have the chance to be heard or to even speak up, because it was already too late. If they had spoken up, they would have died. So I really hope that you use this chance to be heard, and that you will be heard before it is too late. I'm so proud of you. I'm not American, and I won't be out on the streets today because, thank God, this isn't my problem. It isn't my country that has to decide this. But for everyone who has this problem, for everyone who lives somewhere where they don't feel safe and where they face this issue, please know that you're doing the right thing and that you have support all over the world. We all believe in you. We all have your back. And I'm extremely glad and proud and hopeful that you are the people who won't let something like what my country went through happen again. You are the people who will save us all from World War III. You are the people who raise their voice instead of their weapons. You are the people who will make sure that no one ever gets hurt again. And I truly believe that. I truly believe that you can do this. Good luck.